they are actually selecting per who is. What does it even mean to be sellable? What is seller? Sellable is what?
I really, that's why I said let's leave it to the viewers to decide.
Like sellable
because
is what?
If you ask me, I really don't know.
And what's the physique of a queen? Anyway, so formally, unofficially, whatever. My guest today is the ever pretty, the ever beautiful, the ever talented, the ever sweet, the ever of everything.
Can I get some tissue, please?
DZIFA, so
I'm blushing.
Let me tell you, I am so humbled. I am so honored.
Stop it, girl. Stop.
I know. Just give me 1 minute to say that. Like, I'm so excited.
Stop it, girl.
And DZIFA, you are just a very rare gem. I mean, I'm not saying this because of camera, but it's true. You know, I texted you in like a very short span.
Yeah.
I gave you, it was just like 1 day notice. Then I just got in touch and be like, girl, please, I'm doing this and I need you to hop on. And you didn't say, oh, I don't have time or I'm doing this. You were like, okay, give me location, give me time. And I don't even want to start telling people the miles you had to cover just to make it here to today. So honestly, I am really honored and thank you so much for coming. And if you guys don't know, DZIFA, she is a professional media person. Anything media, she's a host, she's into marketing, she's to directing, producing, she's a journalist. I mean, all the media aspects, anything that has to do with camera, TV, and everything, she's involved. And I mean, look at her face.
Stop it, girl.
Stop it. I know. Stop it.
The pleasure is all mine.
Yeah,
I mean, who could say no to you?
No.
Is it not you?
Now I'm shy.
So the pleasure is all mine.
I'm glad you came.
Thank you very
much.
much.
This is the dark room, and here we are talking about everything, right? So we are just talking about, you know, when I thought about the idea of the show, I just thought how young people, the youth, we all just want to be public figures. We all are just chasing after the fame and everything that comes with it. No, not everything that comes with it. I mean, we are chasing after the fame and the money, but most of us don't know the struggle that comes with being famous. So this whole show, the idea of it is to just share our truth, the things we believe in, our experiences, open up a little more to just let people know that Charlie, there is more to it. There is more to it. There is more to it. So I will just give you like some time to like tell me so far as a media person, how has it been? How is the journey like? Is it smooth? Is it easy? What has it been like?
The journey, I wouldn't sit here and lie.
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't been easy. Mm-hmm. And I mean, the stress, the late night, the early mornings, the pressure, the forgetfulness, the breakdowns, the tensions. Angbang is a tall list.
Tell me about it.
I can go on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
But I mean, when after all this is said and done, and then you hear camera rolling, sound, 3, 2, 1, and then action. I mean, you have to put everything behind you and then say it or do it as you're supposed to, because that is what you are paid to do. That is what you really want to do. So no matter what you are going through, whether you are sad, you are happy, I mean, whatever your emotions are, when the time is due for you to roll, girl, you have to put everything behind. But before you see the glitz, the glamour, the beautiful makeup,
please look into camera and tell them this. Look into camera and tell them.
The beautiful makeup you see. Today we are here without makeup.
Exactly.
But trust me, before we go through all that, the makeup, the hair appointment, the looks,
nails,
getting your hair done, getting your outfit checked, even picking the appropriate outfit for a particular show is a hassle.
Because bloggers,
It's a hassle.
Bloggers will pick it, and the things they will say, you will be sobbing in your house.
It's not easy. There are days that you don't even get to sleep for like 3 days continuous.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have insomnia, and it's so bad that I don't sleep for nights. And then even in the mornings, I'm not feeling sleepy. Neither am I dozing off because my body sort of is so used to it that I could go on and on and on without even feeling the pressure.
Yeah.
And the good thing about this thing is when you enjoy what you do, the pressure doesn't get to you.
Yeah.
And that's the good part about it. But believe you me, it is not easy.
Yeah.
No job is easy, not to undermine anybody, but media is
difficult.
Tough.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah.
We don't even get to see the people behind the camera, the stress they go through. We are always seeing those of us in front of the cameras. And Charlie, trust me.
I mean, talking about people behind the cameras, on this note, let me say shout outs to the people behind the cameras, Fanny and Kelvin. Thank you so much for doing this with me. And Jifa, what you just said reminded me, I think 2 or 3 days ago, I saw Bella on TikTok, and then she was talking about those question and answers, and people keep asking the motivation and all. And she was saying that, first of all, you need to have passion for the job.
Yeah.
Otherwise, in the middle of it, it will
quit.
Frustrate you. Yeah, you need to have passion for it. Okay, well, so those of you that want to be in the public eye, you just have to get ready for it and know that it is tough. Just as Jifa is saying, it's very, very, very tough. What is your take on how Ghanaian bloggers spin information? I don't know if spin is actually the appropriate word, but what's your take on how we blog things here in Ghana?
Now, I think that blogging has become so easy that when everybody has a smartphone, all you need is a smartphone and data.
Exactly.
You don't even need a tripod or anything. Just a smartphone and data. And the fact that everybody is eager to be the first to break the news is sickening. So they don't even do their checks. They don't do, I mean, I won't lie. I really don't enjoy how certain bloggers, I won't downgrade everybody's work, because there are lots of people out there that are doing amazing. Super amazing, and credit has to go to them. But others, on the other hand, are just posting whatever they feel is newsworthy. People don't have the educational training in blogging or journalism, so they feel like, oh, everybody is making money out of blogging. You get the chance to go for events, you get the chance to
roll with the big boys and the big girls,
go places, get to meet people, get the exposure and everything. So the moment you have a smartphone, like I said earlier on, you create an Instagram account, a Twitter account, and Snapchat, which is the ish right now. We could do better. We could do better as a nation. People, I mean, go so down as blogging. Like sometimes when I see, there was a time I was on Instagram, and whilst I was scrolling on my timeline, there's this trend that people are doing a lot of skits these days. And the skits, about 3 skits makers page, all I saw was sexualizing women. And I was so furious. I was so furious to the extent that I'm like, are we so out of ideas that we can't do anything more than, I mean, taking videos of women's body parts and then playing about it? It's like, what's that?
You see, this thing you are talking about,
what's that?
It's one thing that if I start, I mean, like, if we start talking about it, we are not going to end.
It's bad.
It has been a thing for like forever. And the sad part of it is, it feels like young ladies, right, coming up, we are not perfect. Nobody is perfect. We are all trying in our little ways to make it. But because of how the news come about, or how bloggers are looking to blog things, right? Every young lady think that the fastest way to make it or to be a public figure is by exposure. Like, because if someone just gets up right now and then expose a little, then
they fly.
They
become a celebrity. They'll be granting
overnight
interviews.
celebrity.
Blogs.
And when you continue, I had a conversation one time. I'm not going to mention the person's name. I just asked her point blank. Sometimes I can be like that. I just asked her that what made her famous, and she said nudes. Like she said it so confidently. I mean, yes, we all should be confident about our bodies. She said nudes. And I was like, how did it come about? She said, oh, she just did a shoot. She didn't actually intend for it to go that way. She just did a shoot. She posted it. And then the next day when she woke up, it was everywhere. And I was like, okay, so now you've done this for years. Do you want to stop? She said, yes, she wants to stop because now she's grown, she's learned, but she can't stop. Because that is what we know her with.
Yeah.
So now if she stops, what is she going to do?
That's where the problem is.
Yes. How are they going to turn it?
Yeah.
And I think we've seen that. We've seen these... Let me not even start. Let me not even start. Let me not even start because if I start, we are not going to finish. But that is where the problem
Seriously,
is.
I feel we can do better. I feel there are lots of things to blog about. There are lots of news to break, but how you go about it and how to circulate the news is the problem. And I feel we could do better, like I said. I mean, you are a blogger, you go for an event, you see a lady dressed in a particular way. You don't have to focus your camera's lenses on a particular part of her body. Try to zoom in and even see her skeleton if possible. Yes, they go that extent and you're like, what at all are they looking for? If it were your sister or your mom, which I know probably they wouldn't have dressed like that, but if they were in that position, would you take such images or such videos of them to post on social media for people to ridicule them, for people to insult them? I know they dressed like that from their homes, but I mean, you could also avoid giving them that publicity they're looking out for.
Well, so I mean, I want to find out your growth in the media space. How did you even penetrate? Have you always wanted to be in the media space, or maybe one thing led to the other and you got in there? Or how has it always been? So like for any young girl watching me right now and they want to be in the media space, like what would you say? How was it like?
Mine wasn't by chance,
okay,
but some way, somehow it was. Growing up, it was something I've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
I grew up from a home. My mom was a prison officer. She's retired now.
Okay.
My dad was a disciplinarian. Emphasis on the disciplinarian. A teacher for that matter. So I mean, I grew up from a typical home where 7 o'clock you are watching TV3 News, and when they go on break you are switching to GTV. At the time it was Emma Morrison Dams. And after, I mean, when it's 8 o'clock and the news is over, you are sitting behind your books.
You are doing homework,
dictation and mental. So my father always wanted me to become a journalist because he really, really loved the fact that you sit on TV, you read news, the diction and everything was so on point. So I got that kind of training from a very early stage. So I would come back from school, my dad will buy a book. He has read the book already. Give it to me, give me timelines to it, finish it and come and summarize it to me. If there are any new words you find that you think you don't understand, make a note. Come along with a dictionary. We sit down, actually search for the words together. Yes. So I grew up like getting that into my head that my daddy wants me to do this. And because I was reading a lot, I read anything. And I was reading anything at all. Newspapers, anything. Just name it, anything at all. I didn't mind. So like I was saying, forward, I went to senior high school. I studied general arts. I completed high school. I really wanted to go to GIG because I wanted to be a journalist. Some ways a lot happened, life happened, and then I didn't get the chance to go to GIG. I got the opportunity to study Bachelor of Science in Marketing, which was my other interest because I like money.
Who doesn't? We all like money. It's all like about the dollar.
So I went to study. So I think second year in uni, my class page posted an ad on our WhatsApp platform that a media house was looking for TV presenters and all of that. And at the time, I had never entered a new studio. I had, aside doing MC duties on campus, which was uni days.
Yeah.
I said that I'd never officially held a microphone to stand in front of any proper crowd to host a show and all of that. So when I saw, I was like, why not give it a shot?
Try, yeah.
And then again, I'm like, hey, okay, you've not done this before. You don't even know.
I know the doubts, when you start doubting yourself, like you want to do it, but you have this lingering doubt in your mind.
I believed in myself because I was a good reader, and I read so well. I'll give the credit. I don't need anybody
please give the credit to
I
yourself.
don't need anybody
You were
to
just
blow
telling me
my
backstage
horn.
that our own cheerleaders.
Yeah,
so
me, I'm my number one cheerleader.
Number one fan.
I'll not wait for anybody to try and clap for me.
Clap
I'll start
for
clapping
yourself.
for myself. So I read very well.
Yeah.
So I picked up my phone and I called the number, and they were like, "Oh, the audition is this date."
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I have exams on the day. And then they said, can you come after your exams? I said, yes. And I schooled outside Accra. So right after exams, I go home. The following day, I was at the office. When the audition was over, they auditioned me, asked me a few questions, gave me a script to read. When I did, they were like, you've been selected. Have you done TV before? I said, no. Have you done radio before? I said, no. Which school are you in? When I mentioned, they're like, you're studying marketing. How is the media connection?
There's no correlation.
And I came for this audition with students in media schools, Ghana Institute of Journalism, MIG, just name them. And I was lucky to have been part of the few selected. So I got trained on the job, and because I have a passion for it was
please
easy.
Look into camera and tell me that this passion. Tell them that this passion thing is very important.
Yeah, seriously, because I had a passion. I so much wanted to do the job.
Yeah.
I love media. I won't even lie. I love media. So I quickly learned because I didn't have any training. I had to train. Some days we would come for rehearsal and then use the whole day to train for a show.
Yeah.
So fast forward, we were put on a show called Itainment Live on Channel I.
Okay.
Yes, I was a co-host hosting a segment called oh, how can I forget? Oh my god, I'm very my bad.
Yeah, when you remember, we'll come back to it.
Of course. So I was hosting a segment on the show, and I was trained as well to anchor news and produce. Now, credits to my boss. Credits to my boss, Dr. Kukubaini. That man.
Dr. Kukubaini, thank you so much.
I dock up.
Thank you so much.
My boss is such a person that when you are, a TV presenter, he doesn't let you stay there. He pushes you to do more.
Yeah.
So he pushed me to learn producing. He pushed me to learn directing.
And all that.
He pushed me to do a lot.
And now look at you today.
Like, DZIFA, go and learn sound. Come and learn video editing. So we were recording our voices by ourselves, doing our editing by ourselves for news bulletins and all of that. And here I am. So it hasn't been an easy journey, I won't lie, because like I said, the late nights, early mornings, migraines. Sometimes you are so tired, you are like, today I don't want to do this. But when you think about the fact that I can't stop.
How will you stop?
I just love
you
the
cannot, if not your village people, they will laugh at you.
That's how here I am.
That's
it hasn't been rosy, but we give thanks to God.
Yeah, we give thanks to God. Have you ever been body shamed? Like, is there something about yourself you don't like? You've been like physical body shamed?
Something about myself I don't like. I don't know. But yes, I've been body shamed. I was really skinny.
You've been body shamed?
Yes.
Like looking at you right now, I'm like, body shamed?
I was like one. I was really skinny. Not like I was skinny. I was a size 4.
Yeah. So like I'm asking that in connection to, the media and then the space we are in. It feels like to be in the midst of cameras, they are looking for a particular body type.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a particular figure, a particular person.
Oh, in my line of work, no.
Okay.
in my line of work, no. But
Okay.
I mean, outside the job, well, not now, but a few years back, maybe
Yeah.
when I was in senior high school, especially, yes, people used to tell me, "Hey, Uso, you're very."
Nah.
Me, I was very light. So at first, when there's heavy rain and there's windstorm,
It will
Charlie,
carry you away.
I could feel the wind literally pushing me. So I don't like rain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when it's raining, I really don't like being outside
Yeah.
and all that. But not that it pushes me away right now, because
Yeah.
I'm heavy.
But like, so-
like I said, not in my line of job. I haven't
Okay.
experienced
That yet.
I think everywhere I have gone to has been very welcoming.
Mm.
So no, not in my line of job.
Okay.
Not at all.
But talking about cyberbullying and stuff, have you had people like come to say really very nasty things about you and all that? I mean, I'm asking all these because you know what? Once you are in front of a camera, you become people's dream, people's nightmare at the same time, because people are hating, other people want to be like you. So this too, you get people saying that, oh, giving you all the praises, and you get people to tearing you down left, right, center. So like when you just open your, before I even ask you that, let me tell you my experience. So just a few months ago, my birthday, May 11th, I posted a picture I had taken some time back as my birthday picture. I posted two. One, I had just like, it was just some creative idea that came to mind. I had like some cowries on and I was lying down and all. To me, that picture was really very nice. I mean, I felt like it was creative. Then I put it out there. Hey, hey, Jesus,
This one is for
me
you.
that I have myself. I've taken myself. I've done photo shoots.
Yeah.
I've posted it on my own page. You have the Akukudra, Homaswa, and Ahantine to come to my DM to tell me that. Is this a birthday shoot? Is this what you call a birthday shoot? And the person mentioned names. Go to Asumesi's pages.
Wow.
And see how they pull up for birthday photo shoot. This is not birthday photo shoot, and you expect your page to grow and you expect people to like. Hey.
Wow.
One more time. Hey. So like when I just saw it, I mean for a minute, I won't even lie, I froze. I was like, hey, I'm in my day.
Sometimes when you see these things coming at you, it's tough. I keep saying.
Birthday photo shoot. Please, let's be realistic. Talking about this. To actually do what they are saying or expecting, let's just say I don't even have the funds, the financial capacity to do that right now. And all these comments, is this how to do this? Is this how to do that? Maybe you are expecting me to do my birthday shoot in a gown, in all those things. Do you know it costs money? And if I don't have the means and I can do something what I have done, why don't you just appreciate it? If you don't even appreciate it, keep quiet and scroll. Like, what is your problem?
Well, I have had a few people coming at me, backlashing me in the couple of, in the last couple of days, or should I say weeks, because of another reason I don't want to talk about right now, but maybe some other time I'll really get
Time to get
speak
into
about
it.
I don't think I'm emotionally and psychologically ready to talk about it. But aside that, I don't think I have really gotten any mean comments or any harsh comments from people on social media. But speaking about your birthday shoots, last year on my birthday, I didn't know what to do. I didn't even want to take pictures at all. I just wanted to celebrate my birthday, and then let it pass. And my friend was like, Abigail, she was like, Jifana, you need to do something. I was like, I don't want to do anything. She literally had to put something together, so I didn't really do anything. I just wore what's the name? A jogger set. Is it a jogger they call it? The jacket and the
I don't.
Yeah, it's a jogger, right?
Yeah, but I think it's jogger.
I think it's a jogger set. I just wore a jogger set, sat in a car, and then took a few pictures and posted. And that was it. I mean, that is what I want to do. it is what I want. You know, one thing I strongly hold on to in this life is that I live for me. I do what I am comfortable with.
Say that again.
So if I want to do something and you out there watching me feels like this is not good for you, you should come and do it.
Thank you. Please come and
Yes, come and do it, or do yours too. Because that is what I want to do. I live for me. I've been telling people all the time that when somebody wants to do something, they're like, hey, what will somebody say? What will society say? When I post this on social media, what will people say?
Yeah.
Are you living for somebody?
Are you living for somebody?
Are you seriously living for somebody? I do me all the time. I don't care. I don't care about what you say. If you post a comment under my comment section and I feel like it's offensive to me, I delete and I block you.
Simple.
I won't even come and respond.
Simple.
I don't have time. I'm too matured
and too busy.
For those banters. If I get to see it, I'll delete it and quickly block you, so you don't even get the chance to come and do it
something
again.
else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, girl, don't mind anybody. Just do you.
Yeah.
Move at your own pace. Do what you are comfortable with. Seriously, because you can't please anybody. When you do it, they'll talk. If you don't do it, they'll talk. They'll talk regardless. So just do you.
That being said, do you think that most people say all these mean comments because they don't think public figures are human beings?
How? Are we aliens?
I like that. You know, the reason I'm asking that is they know that, yes, you are human beings. If they cut, blood will flow. But it feels more like an icon. So all they see is the tough part of you, because you don't come to cry on screens. So they constantly see the tough part of you, and then they don't know that their comments hurt. What you say, the person is a human being. Regardless what you see, your comments and the things you say about the person hurts. And some comments and certain things we say about people can really drive people to depression.
You know, one thing I tell anybody who wants to be on social media or who wants to be a front of camera person is that you need to really have a tough skin. A tough skin, and to some extent a deaf ear to certain things. Because if not, you will run crazy. It's that bad. You would go mad if care is not taken. Because sometimes you read comments or you hear things about yourself, and then you start questioning.
You didn't even know that it was you,
start
or it's you
yourself. Is that really me they said that about? Or is there another me somewhere that I don't know?
You don't know about.
Do you understand me? So that's what they get to see. So the moment you swear of a little, or there's a little problem they come at you.
Exactly.
Forgetting that the same blood and water that flows through their
is
veins
the same.
is what flows through your vein. We are no superhumans.
You know, talking about crying and all, I've said this, I think, somewhere, and I'm just repeating it. One time I had a very bad time, let me say that, right? So I can tell you that I was crying in my room for like 3 days straight. I was crying because I felt like my world was coming to an end, and I had to go somewhere. So I came out of my room and then walked to my junction, and then I took a public transport, Trotsky. So I just entered, like, I had covered myself, like, I mean, I didn't feel like doing anything, but I had to go to where I was going to. And then I just entered the car and I sat. In like 1 minute, a lady turned and she was like, "Hey, are you Ambang?" I was like, "Yeah."
Trying to hide away from all of this.
I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Wow, you are my dream. I want to be like you," and all. Like, she was loud about it in the car. I was like, "Thank you." Then she was saying all the things back in GMB. She was just saying all the things she's watched and all. And I was like, "Thank you, thank you." When I got back home, I reflected on that moment. I was excited that someone recognized me, one. I was excited that someone think I'm making an impact and they think I'm worth emulating, 2. 3, I was sad because I just thought to myself that this girl that has no idea that in the
You're
last
not
3
in-
days.
yeah.
I've been crying
Yeah.
in my room.
Yeah.
But that is also the power of it, you know, because to her is motivation. And it makes you feel like, okay, you need to be strong. It made me feel like, okay, whatever I'm going through, people are watching.
So you have to
People
be
are
strong for
drawing
yourself and
for
for them. Yes,
exactly.
yes.
People are drawing inspiration from you.
Yeah.
So you can't be weak.
Yeah.
But doesn't it get tiring?
It does, but
Can you be strong
I
forever?
mean, what can we do about it? We have chosen to be here. We've chosen to put ourselves out there. So unless, of course, you want to, I mean, show the world everything you are doing, which is not possible. You can't show them
Everything,
your low
of
times,
course.
your high times. Well, maybe sometimes once in a long while, you can.
I like the
actually-
long
yes,
while.
Exactly. You can actually let them.
It's
see.
like that long while when you are showing your weakness. Oh no, no weakness though, but like
The
your low
struggles
time.
you go through, your
yeah,
low time,
it's just
make
to
them see
remind them
yes,
that
you are no
yeah,
superhuman.
yes,
You're human
you're
as they are. So
human.
you go through the emotions, you go through the struggles, the breakdowns, and all of that, just as they do. So that sometimes they resonate with you better.
Exactly.
If you do that. So well, I think maybe, but if not, and you still need to keep your head high above the waters, just
yeah.
keep on going,
Keep
because
going.
you can never. I don't know. You can never be too careful.
Well, so if you're watching us, this is myself and Jifa, and I told you all earlier. Jifa is a professional media personnel, and she does everything: producing, directing, hosting. She's an MC for all your events. She's a marketing person too, so all-round person in one lady. And you can quickly follow her across all social media platforms at
Jifa on Instagram, DZI.FA_ on Instagram. On Facebook is Jifa. I mean, it's Jifa everywhere.
Jifa everywhere. So just give her a quick follow, and then but I have yesterday. No, when was that? When did I post this video? I think I posted it on Friday, right? When I posted the intro to the podcast on Friday. I woke up the next day. Was it the next day? But I woke up. I woke up the next morning, and I went to IG as usual, just going through what's the ish for the day and all. And then I had a message. I went to my message box, and a long message. And I thought, let's discuss it. So I asked the person for permission if we could talk about it. And then, so I'm just going to quickly read it out, and then you just share your opinion. And viewers, please, after reading it, when we post it, please share your comments on the story, what the person is saying. So she came on my Instagram, and she was like, "Hi, Ambang, Her Ladyship. My name is," of course, I'm not going to mention the name, "and I love you so much. I have followed you since GMB till now, and I have always known you are real. During your diary sessions in GMB, you were always very real. Thank you so much. I watched the intro to your podcast, and the caption you put about GMB and pageantries gave me the courage to text you." She went ahead to say, "I have always loved pageantries, and I stood for a few pageantries. In all, I always make it to the top, but never be a winner. Everyone